right, good morning, rise and shine, sanitation safety squad. All right, get them up, high five, up top team. We're going up basically, top high wide festival. It's week 5 time. All right, and that's the focal point today. The objective special talk to us about it, chapters 9 and chapters 10. We're focused on, again, circle of life of food, the end game, the moment of basically as always comes to fruition for all we basically got into as always in chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're getting to chapter 9. All right, service. Out to the guest, whether it be basically to me they're bellied up to the bar or so they're at a table, you name it across the board. It's when that collaboration, that expeditionary from front of the house, back of the house, provides that last basically to me is always touch on that food or beverage and sends it out to the guest for that smile, for that euphoric bliss, that moment of pure joy that you put so much heart, soul, and effort into. All right, that's their team. All right, that's service. That's what it's all about. All right, that's what we got to make sure is always again. All right, talk about that in the videos you'll see is always in the content area. But again, to me, it's all about the smiles. Making sure, though, objective-wise, we're getting hot food hot, cold food cold. And that's what I'm here in the personal level and the residential level. All right, I want to make sure how, again, before you prep something, before you cook something, before you serve something, if you know in the mindset, all right, it has to be hot, kept hot, especially when you get into the holiday seasons here and you have a lot of buffets for Halloween, Thanksgiving, all right, Christmas, you name it across the board. All right, you're going to have a lot of food basically put out on cart tables. All right, it's always getting islands basically, somewhere even outside barbecues. Know how are you going to keep it hot before you even basically cook it? How are we going to keep this hot food up hot, 135 or above? All right, do you have chafing dishes? All right, do you have basic to me crock pots, some type of heat plate? All right, and that's when you got to know. Make sure you have covers for everything, keeping the steam in, keeping as always anything on the outside, as always getting from inside as well, affecting it. Now on the flip side, you had hot food hot, cold food cold. How are you going to keep it cold? Self-draining ice. All right, cold plates. How are you going to keep it 41 degrees or below, team? So be mindful, cautious, but it's always service at home and it's always, again, the professional setting. Have it before basic proactive preventive measures. All right, if I know I'm going to cook a cold food item and a hot food, how are we going to keep it hot and cold significantly throughout what service? All right, now be careful with cross-contamination too. All right, usually, basically, sometimes in particular, while you're prepping, cooking something at home, you have that one spatula or that one set of tongs that you're touching anything and everything with, especially outside in the grill. Make sure you have multiple, basically, to me, is always, again, utensils for every food item that you're basically going to serve out for basically breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner that day. All right, also, minimum bare hand contact. This is hard at home. We don't have gloves at home. But know in particular, when you're touching something that's raw, then going something that touches basically is always, to me, something that's finished. Be careful with that, basically, to me, hygiene issues, cross-contamination issues, but the bare hand contact. We want to make sure if we touch something raw, wash our hands first before we basically go touch a finished product or something that you're creating that's going to be a ready-to-eat food. Be careful, be cautious there, too. In that basic transition, that's when you can spread the bacteria and, of course, unfortunately, the viruses as well. All right, also, I'm going to get into always focus on making sure when you know as always you go out to eat, and to me, especially when you're working in the street, the doggy bags or the take-home bags. Before, or in particular, you used to take it back to the weight station. Now, basically, do that anymore. You basically bring the basic, to me, take-home container, give it to the guest. Let them take care of it. Let them put as much as they want in that basically to me is always again container. Now, if you more work towards always that's a casual or fast food, that's perfectly fine. But when you get into the fine dining, you might want to bring a tray jack over to a tray and you basically put the food in that basic container form. Remember, high end, you want to make sure you provide that basically service, that basic to me marquees. That's again to me superior possibility. We're making sure transition wise, even though you're done with the meal, we're still here for you. All right. Also, be careful salad bars. All right, salad bars, everything's cold, 41 degrees, but every dressing, every topping, every salad, you name it across the board, but also everything is labeled and has its own, basically, to me, utensil as well. Be careful. On deliveries, or as always, again, to me, off-site basic locations, making sure we're using professional-grade Cambros that are insulated. All right, that's something we want to make sure. One insulated Cambro for hot food, one insulated basic Cambro for cold food. All right, but be mindful, service, that's where we are. All right, getting into chapter 10. All right, that's your food management system, basically. It's always, again, chapter that's all about potentiality, making sure we have procedures, protocols, policies, strategies, tactics in place for anything and everything that could happen, be preventative, be proactive, but also the mise en place list, the to-do list for employees, making sure they have strict, clear, basic, precise objectives, responsibilities that they're going to be held accountable for. All right, and that's why if you're on protein prep that day, you just don't tell protein prep, hey, do what you want. Make sure you have a set of guidelines. Go for, as always, again, to me, step by step with them. Provide them demonstration. Utilize in particular, let them know how we expect the basically to be evaluated throughout that shift. Also, focus on making sure the potentiality has some plans. Remember that again, you have to have a HACCP plan where they have a variance. Those 8 basic items that you learned in Chapter 8, now they're going to basically go right into basically Chapter 10 as well. All right, but HACCP plans, first of all, what are they? It's that form that I have for you. It's a basic variation. It's a template in that on-the-job training protocol number 5. So look out for that basic template. Again, you can have any template that you want for HACCP, but make sure you have one, because if you have to have basically a variance that goes along with it. All right, outside of that, team, keep working hard, keep grinding, keep hustling, keep reaching. I'm here for you every step of the way, shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, but it's week 5. All right, again, beyond the halfway to home basically point now. We're making our march. We're getting up to the mountaintop. But again, let's find a way to dig deep, persevere, and be proactive and preventive with basically our time management. Do not basically, to me, have that moment where you're going to just procrastinate, wait to the end. Right here, right now, team. All right, I wish you the best health, happiness, and success. All right, you take care. Have a good one.